Hey everybody, Terrible Shoes back at it again, and for today's video we're going to be taking a look at a clip of a Walmart scalper going in, ripping apart the card section, taking all the 151 and Destined Rivals, and leaving everybody else to deal with the garbage they left. I'm really sad to see that this is continuing to happen. It's just pathetic at this point. So let's get a look at this clip here. If you can do me the favor of hitting the like and subscribe button, helps me out a ton. And let's see what we got for today.
Scalper and his friends clear out all the Destined Rivals ETBs, and 151 tins left nothing but 8 blisters and some boosters.
Get a job, you absolute fucking loser. This is just pathetic at this point. These people literally wait online. They oftentimes have connects from inside the company, like MJ Holding or Walmart, that tell them when these drops are coming so they can hold their spot or get them there earlier so that way they're first in line. And then look at this shit. You have this guy, he took every single 151 tin and every single ETB, and it says he left a couple blister packs and a bunch of other little, I guess, older items. For kids, I guess that's fine, but there are a lot of adult collectors that are getting screwed out of purchasing the new set at MSRP because Walmart just simply refuses to do anything about these people. Now, Target and Best Buy has attempted to quell scalpers by putting a 1 per SKU limit, at least in the stores around me, and I've seen online as well. They've limited how many you can buy, so at least I have to give them credit for trying to stop scalpers. Walmart just doesn't care. They will let you come in and buy everything, and that's about it. And a lot of the times the employees themselves are scalpers because a lot of the times the employees will hold these items in the back so they can take them home and sell them on eBay the way this guy's going to. Now, see, I just think that this is ridiculous at this point that this is still happening. How can Nintendo or Pokemon, the Pokemon company, honestly sit there and say that things are starting to catch up? Like, how can you lie to the consumer like this and say things are catching up after they said Black Bolt and White Flare won't have shit, will have no printing basically, and then you can't even get enough Destined Rivals, which from what I'm hearing is not even a particularly great set. A lot of people don't really care for it, minus a few cards here and there, and you still can't get it on shelves. It's pathetic. Nintendo has to, unfortunately, I keep saying Nintendo, but I mean the Pokemon company, whatever, they're owned by Nintendo, or they're a second party to Nintendo, who cares? Basically, the Pokemon company quite literally has to just eat a little bit of shit on this, and unfortunately is going to have to just hit the Printos Go Burr button for a few months and have a ton of overhead stock. It sucks, sure, that you're not making a ton of money, but you're printing a ton of overhead product, but unfortunately it's the only way they're going to be able to stop scalpers. They screwed up with Surging Sparks, they screwed up with Prismatic Evolutions, they screwed up with Journey Together, even though that was an incredibly so sad, and they screwed up with Destined Rivals. This is not good. That's 4 screw-ups in a row, and I feel like it's only going to keep being like this. There's pretty much only 2 solutions here. Either A, they have to go into overdrive with printing, or B, we have to stop buying. And I personally, I've stopped buying. I don't want to give a cent to a company that is okay with this happening. And when I say they're okay with this happening, they will do absolutely nothing. In my opinion, this is how they got to start handling this. If someone comes into a store like this and they're allowed to go over limit, like we've seen with some other stores, they're allowed to come in and buy everything off the shelf while there's a million other people in line, that store should lose their license to sell. Yep, I said it. It's extreme, sure, but it would absolutely solve the problem. Ban the guy from the store if he goes over the limit. Ban the guy from the store if they can prove that he has connects inside. Fire the employee who is holding product for themselves to resell on eBay for 5 times as much. Even though MJ Holdings is good enough at doing that themselves, as we've seen, they have their own shell company that they sell at far over MSRP and even over market value sometimes, which is fucking pathetic. MJ Holdings should be completely eviscerated for that alone, and why they haven't been just blows my mind. And on this point, I feel like Pokemon Company is on a self-destructive route because they just don't care anymore. They don't care about you, they don't care about getting cards into your hands, and they simply will never. What's going to end up happening, of course, as we know, is when they do eventually care enough to catch up because people are just so unbelievably fed up with getting ripped off, then all of a sudden they'll praise themselves, pat themselves on the back and say, look, we fixed it. We fixed it, guys. There's nothing wrong anymore. It's bullshit. You and I know it, and it's just really dumb. It's dumb. They're dumb. It's dumb. Scalpers are dumb. Pokemon cards are dumb. Let's just be real here. And I love Pokemon cards. Ugh. Just really sad to see the hobby in the state that it is. I ain't got not much else to say here. Put down in the comment section below what your opinion on this is. What would you do if you saw this guy? Because I'm gonna be real, I'd walk right up to that shit and take that shit right out of his card. I don't care. I would do it. I've seen videos of other people getting a little braver and doing it themselves, and good for them. Just don't matter. I'm not talking about going up to the guy who has 2 things in his cart. If you see someone who's clearly doing this, go ahead. Who's gonna stop you? That's also not me. That's not me like signing off on that. You got to do that at your own risk. But who cares anymore, right? Pokemon doesn't care, so why should you? With that, I'm cutting the video here. Thank you so much for watching today. Leave a comment down below on what your opinion on the whole situation is. Have you bought any cards since this started? Hit the like button, subscribe button. It supports me and helps me out a lot. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching today. Peace out.